picture time, right? Karen and Scotty. Karen's all excited, you know, because she's been engaged for 6 years. She's finally getting married. And Scotty, Mr. Stud, he can't take his eyes off Julie Hart.
The bridesmaid?
Yeah, that's the one. And she's shooting him these looks like unbelievable. And it's like, what, 2 hours before his wedding?
Plenty of time.
Yeah. So they're back in Scotty's hotel room. They're going at it hot and heavy. Scotty rolls over, Julie takes off. 2 minutes later, in comes Karen. She figures she's gonna give this guy a little pre-honeymoon action, right? She slides into bed with a guy, and nothing happens.
Because he's already had it.
No, because he's dead.
Dead, dead?
Dead, dead. Whoa. Yeah, so you know what I'm thinking? I want Julie Hart to do me maybe 60% what she did to old Scotty. Sounded like sheetrock. I think we're gonna need a jackhammer.
Yeah, throw me the shovel. Maybe it's not that deep.
So anyway, you know, Scotty, he's in good shape. Gym every day, no flab.
What the hell is this?
Maybe it's some native Indian artifact or something.
Yeah, except I don't think these markings are Indian.
Like you know.
Indians carve pictures of animals and fire and stuff.
So if it's not Indian, what is it?
No idea. But maybe it's worth something.
Let me put it this way. My sister just sold an old milk bottle on eBay for $600.
Give me a crowbar.
Right, huh?
Off the tunnel 2 miles in both directions and call in a hazmat crew. Code yellow.
Code yellow.
Tell you what, boys, you must have a whole lot of good karma stored up. Sulfuric hydrochlorine. It was in the soil where you were digging.
Sulfuric what?
Hydrochlorine. At 1 part, it causes delirium, hallucinations, long-term impotence. At 10 parts, we usually twist some toe tags.
Long-term impotence. So what are you talking about?
If we were hallucinating, how can we both see the same thing?
Have you ever heard of groupthink? Mass hysteria? The inaccuracy and clinically proven error-prone nature of witness memory?
Maybe.
Long-term a couple of days, long-term longer than that. What are we...
You'll be fine. Just go home, shower up with some antibacterial soap and get some sleep. Maybe you should stay in the shower a little bit longer. Make it a cold one. How'd we do? Okay, I think. As long as no one researches sulfuric hydrochlorine and finds out it doesn't exist.
All right.
Did the crate tell you anything?
No. But I'll tell you what. The sound of it, whatever was buried in here, was not in a very good mood.
Is Nick around?
No.
Where is he?
He's just busy.
With something that he doesn't want you talking about?
No, he's busy doing what he's busy doing.
He's not, getting anything enlarged, is he?
No, he's He's got his anger management class tonight. He just doesn't want to make a big deal about it.
Nick's in anger management? Consider my world rocked.
Well, there's nothing he could do about it. I mean, the order came down from the commissioner's office. Tell you the truth, it's probably not that bad an idea. Although I deny that in court.
You know, personally, I like a guy that's a little snap, crackle, pop. But I've always had a thing for bad boys. And that Nick is a very bad boy.
That's a fascinating story. Continue, Saffron.
So, like, I've been cutting this skater dude's hair every month for, like, the last 9 months. So do you think he's ever said to me, even once, like, hey, thanks, Saffron, or like, hey, nice job, Saffron? Because no, he has not.
Okay, so you have a steady customer, just maybe not the warmest.
Totally. I mean, I once gave him a bottle of professional hair gel. The stuff you cannot buy in stores. And he was like nothing. Not even a like, hey, thanks, Saffron, because I know I cannot like buy this in stores. So last week, I finished cutting his hair, right? And oh my God, he finally speaks. He goes, hey, Saffron, isn't it lopsided? Okay, yes, he's so hot. But the first thing he says to me, like, ever? Hey, Saffron, isn't it lopsided?
What did you do, Saffron?
Shaved a penis into his head.
Guy got what he deserved. Good for you.
So, Mr. O'Malley, you're a police officer.
That's right.
Why don't you tell us about the incident that brought you to us?
It wasn't that interesting, really. I was chasing this piece of dirt, purse-snatching little troll down this alley when...
Okay, stop. When you call someone a troll, you're dehumanizing them and justifying your right to act in anger.
But what if he was a troll? Hypothetically.
Continuing with your story, did you catch up to him?
Oh, yeah, he was caught up too.
And?
And I hung him from a lamppost and beat him like a speed bag.
Lester.
I detect angry cynicism.
And I detect a man who lives in his mother's basement.
Mr. O'Malley, I'd like to suggest that you're covering for your feelings of shame about the incident with humor. What did you feel when you hit him?
A dull thump.
Emotionally. Look deep into yourself for the answer.
Joy.
All I teach is that before you lash out, take a step back and think. What reaction serves you best, not just at that moment, but beyond?
Got a nice class here, Doctor. A little worried about Saffron. Here you go.
I sign this once the class has been completed.
Didn't you hear the bell?
It's a 5-day course.
Sorry, it almost sounded like you said it was a 5-day course.
Well, that's 1 down and 4 to go. Can I ask you a question, Mr. O'Malley?
Nick.
Why do you honestly think you've been ordered to take this class?
Honestly? Witnesses.